Hey, we're rolling. What's up, my friend? Good morning. How are you? Hopefully my coffee pot don't shit the bricks here. There's a few things I want to talk about. I got you on a reflective camera right now. Everything's probably in reverse. Like if I hold up I don't know. This probably comes up in reverse, huh? Yes it does. Yes it does. It's like a mirror camera, huh? Hey, Mr. Analog Guy, how are you? Mr. Mirroring Analog. Well, you know what? No, the first thing I'm gonna lead off with the other day, I forgot to talk about because I just come across some guy that used to talk about coils all the time back in the day, and I really couldn't comprehend what he's talking about. And boy, oh boy, whenever I searched his name, which I got it wrong in the first place, instead of David Sereda, I said, "What happened to Dan Sereda?" You should have seen what my algorithm did. It brought up all these news broadcasts of weird stories of people killing people and weird rap artists that have this look. They look like P. Diddy almost. Like there's just all this crazy stuff. But then I ended up finding the guy, and he's working on he's still working on radio frequency and building coils and things of that nature, transformer step ups and step downs. And I don't hear him talking about the brain at all yet. And the life force energies and things of that nature. But I didn't really listen to any of his videos, and they're talking to people about near death experiences and people who have died. There's definitely a life after death, and the reason why it strongly correlates because yesterday there was a dead person in my dream that I didn't talk about and tell anyone about, and it's none of your business who it is. But they did show up, and we had some words. But this morning's dream, oh man, it was like it made me think of the guy that does circuits, analog circuits with mirroring in it. Because I ended up at the library, and up here at the library, my neighbor up the street, that's a mathematician that I spoke with him one time, and now he won't return words. And every time he walks by, like these weird artificial intelligence energies are happening. I'm gonna get into that later, but he's in a dream again. This is like the second or third time he's in a dream, and this is at the library. Even my mom is in it. There's cigarettes in it, like, and my lighter was in it. There's just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But I'm not going to go too deep into it. But this mathematician shows up at the library, and he gets on a computer, and there's I almost forgot it. Like I did forget it, and then all of a sudden I had this crazy memory jump where whatever was trying to stop me from thinking about it, it just they don't know where it comes from. That's what they're looking for, so they can stop it on people, I guess. I don't know. But there's a few videos that caught my attention yesterday. One of them is these new Google Pixel phones. They're not new, they're Google Pixels, but you know what these guys are doing? These like third parties and shit that CrowdStrike was doing, they're changing the operating system of the phones. And I'm just going to give you a quick hint. Like, you know how like some cars you could have modified for like concealment of items. Like if you turn the turn signal on with the high beams on, you push the AC button and hit a specific button, you have a secret compartment open up on the dashboard, or a secret compartment that opens up in the back of the truck where you could just, store things. Well, they started doing that with cell phones and operating systems and false applications. And they thought that these messages were like super safe encrypted messages. My cell phone, how are you? That's just like the friend necklace. Okay? It's a computer. Okay? It's a computer that was stolen, the friend necklace, and it's in a triangle. Exact replica. And it's called friend. Frequencies resonate, internal energy, neurologically developing. and there's like two people that were after it, and like I didn't follow the whole story, but it's an exact replica of what is taking place. It's a computer. Someone stole a computer with everyone's data. So everyone that's around here that was in this mix, and all you guys that are doing wheeling and dealing through the CIA laser beam here. Like, I can't give it away anymore. AI energy. Okay, now this is the funny part. This is the funny part that I really wanted to communicate about. I got that advertisement for AI energy again. And they say, do you see the hologram in the smoke? And they say, hey, analog guy, we'll see if they use my face, my bone conduction and thermal, and start pulling a vortex, like a vortex cannon. It's a signal. It's a signal. It's been stopping since while I'm filming. Except for yesterday, I was walking up the street. The magneto from the wind was blowing on my ass like a rolling shutter. But anyways, AI energy. I got the advertisement again here this morning. It's like a good hour-long video advertisement. So I clicked on Learn More. And if you scroll down, you start scrolling through, they want you to pay money to get into this. And one of the things that they're selling right now is spy-proof your life. AI energy, what the hell are you talking about spy-proof your life? Is that like just so people don't get my cell phone? Is that so people don't get in my bank account? Is that so? What about my brain? What do you guys know about the brain now in this biphasic? I'm going to show you. You see that switch? Or that outlet? That's biphasic. You have a phase on top and a phase on bottom. And once you get in the smart meter, we have the semiconductor there to monitor the circuit breaker. You good analog computer circuitry guys. What could you do, huh? I don't know anything about numbers, so. But spy-proof your... what's that? Spy-proof your life. Analog, think. Just do some thinking, sir. This is like the best thing to carry around is a cigarette. Because these guys in these fields, they say, someone said something doesn't lie. Something doesn't lie. I always say it's the water. Because the human body carries all that water and all this water vapor out here. And this smoke has to send a unique electrical signal to your eye. And it don't lie. But spy-proof your life. Spy-proof your life. Oh, look at how that shoots up. AI energy, how are you going to spy-proof someone's life? Is there something you know that nobody else knows? And, people want me to keep talking about nanotechnology and asking the questions why. Nobody wants to talk about it. Like all those signs yesterday, those road signs. You have the blue ones and only a few red ones in people's yards. That whole blue party's going up the street. Just imagine that being all like all those it's just like a bunch of how do I explain this? Because what's really going on whenever you have your genes and your genetics and stuff like that, you're going to have it's like a digital extension of yourself. Now imagine an artificial intelligence, just one computer that's able to have chat bots in a chat, 20 of them. And it's able to manage every one of these little personalities. They're starting to call it multiple personality disorders. Now your digital extension of yourself, which is your cell phone for now, just imagine your cell phone is invisible and it can have chat bots from a chat that arrange themselves around you in this analog It's analog. Or is it, how do I get it there? Reflection. This is a mirror. It's a dielectric reflector. It's a television. Just imagine these chatbots being able to organize themselves around you in a field, sort of like a step-up transformer, Tesla coil. You know, if this was a light bulb, and this phone's that Tesla transformer, like a compact fluorescent light bulb, it'll light it up without having to screw it in. And that's just a magnetic field. And voltage, which is magnetic, and dielectric, that is propagating and perturbating the field. And it will light a light bulb because there's mercury in there. When that magnetic field hits that mercury, it excites a gas and causes a reaction of illumination and bumps frequency up. When that frequency bumps up, you got to think of Terrence Howard. Multiply it by 2. You have the radio station, multiply it by 2, it goes up, and all of a sudden, you have visible light communications. But as I was saying, just imagine, like, you go on somebody's YouTube page and you see all these chats. Now imagine that being one artificial intelligent computer that knows how to lie really good. We know how to falsify what we're doing. These little secret programs that are going on. Oh boy. And then, you know, just like I said, imagine the chatbots. I don't mean to go, I tangent a lot because these explosions, these visions just come to my head and I see about 6 different things at once. It's amazing. Now imagine somebody, how are you going to spy proof somebody or AI energy from tapping my brain and what I see? All these cute little visions I have, and then trying to cause vibrations on me. We're after your computer. How are you going to stop this? And I've been screaming out loud. I talked to every agency around here in Pittsburgh, every armed forces. I got it all on video, for Christ's sakes. Everybody just puts their head down and uses silence as a weapon. What's going on? They don't even want to talk about nanotechnology. And I got a school right up the street called, right here, that does computer sciences, and you could sign yourself in to learn nanotechnology. It's an extensive list of everything that nanotechnology is in, and how to learn nanotechnology so you can start a business. And what I just illuminated to you with a step-up transformer, you see it up there? That is an open field. That is where you would hang a light fixture, and there is current there. And that becomes analog with feedback. That's not digital. But you can run digital. That's a frequency too, huh? This is where they call it biphasic. It's called biphasic. What the hell is it? A neurophone. That's the one we're looking for. And how to take that neurophone and give you good AI energy. And then you have the power lines that are invisible outside to the sun. That's the Philadelphia experiment. And the Philadelphia experiment, that was over there in Philadelphia. And he said all these crazy tinfoil hatters said that Nikola Tesla was there, and he developed these special step-up transformers. Special ones. And they put it on a ship. And they were about to test it out. And the Christmas tree, the highly decorated Christmas tree, he wanted a bigger star on his head, and he's going to put all the men and women, well, at that time it was only men, on that ship. And Tesla said, no, you're not. I did not calculate the numbers for human beings, just the ship. Do not put the beings on the ship. He says, no, we're doing it. He says, whatever. Later on that night, he went on the ship, tore everything out, just got rid of it, sabotaged it, and he got pissed. He said, Tesla, you're fired. He says, you can't fire me because I fucking quit. And apparently, there were so many spies around. They just stole all his shit anyways and redid it. They say they made this ship with these stepped up transformers disappear. A big metal ship. And they said it ended up somewhere in Virginia or something. It was seen on radar in Virginia. Then it come back. When it come back, all the beams that were on it, they're just like John Hutchinson showing people the fusion of wood into aluminum. When you take these frequencies, you get these weird fusions that take place. The human beings ended up inside of the metal of the ship. That'd be some cool pictures to see, huh? But we made a ship disappear back in the 1930s, whenever it was, because Mr. Tesla was still alive. And now I have power lines I can't see outside of my house. Now I took a mirror, reflected it off a sign 200 yards away, walked 20 feet in the direction. You can't see that bright illumination. Now we have nanotechnology, which was always around since the beginning of time. But now we just figured out what we could do with this, and we can manipulate these structures, these devices, these systems that are highly responsive to a step-up transformer called a Tesla coil. And then when we can manipulate them, we can start making new devices. The devices are so small, it's like sperm in my hand. Just imagine there being sperm here, but it's just white. But you can't see the little buggers that, whenever it meets the female egg, there's a spark of life. Can't see them. That's big compared to some of the shit they're using. No, you take one of these little sperms and able to take some nanostructures, wrap it around it, turn it into a step-up transformer, and then start manipulating that. Come on, AI energy, how are you going to stop that? We're going to have UFOs up there to watch everything, don't we? Drones. A drone. There's no other way. Because there's already, if you look up here where this amplification's at, you have the higher nanometer here. It's like you multiply it by 2 all of a sudden, huh? Now we have a visible light here. And then you go further, the visible light changes again. It's like a reduction, an increase in nanometers. And that is all a magnetic field, dielectric field. Because to see that has to perturbate the gas. And that's a mirror, dielectric reflection. Can you hear everything ring resonating? It's ring resonate. What does that do when you take one of these sperms with a step up and you put it, or earwax, and you get it on the hair in your ear, your cochlea? You can do all kinds of shit with that, huh? Just ask the Secret Service. How about that one? So, whenever I have human beings that want to use silence as a weapon and start saying mental health, and there's still drug dealers out there on the street, and we have surveillance tools that are fucking uncomprehendable to most people. Well, now the drug dealers got it. Okay, these high-paid drug dealers. You think they ain't going to pay software engineers to help them conceal their conversations? Hell, now they're taking the alkaloids from South America and turning it into a liquid, sending it up here in liquid form. It's not table salt anymore. But whenever they get it here, they change it back to table salt. That's the last of the shit I heard about that was on the Discovery Channel. Who knows what the hell they're doing now? Since we have drones, invisible drones, how hard is it to holographically teleport some alkaloids? Think of the future. Disseminated intravenous coagulation kinetics. Dick. Well, if we made a ship disappear back in the 30s, we sure as fuck can make a ton of cocaine disappear and reappear somewhere else, huh? So who do I have to inform and impress? Am I better off just going down and, hey, Hefe, what's up? Want to hire me? But there's no need to. They already have everything. But it's election time, so we got to put some people in jail.